Good morning, friends. It's Tracey from Nova Scotia Living. It's 22 after 7 and the girls just caught the bus. It is cold out there. It's -7 right now. That'll pick up. -7. Yeah, it's bitter cold out there. Seems extra cold. Even though we've had a lot colder days in this winter, but we're going to have a busy day today. We have to take a spin to town because little Miss Muffet has to get an immunization. So that's always fun, huh? But I forgot to call Dad and ask him yesterday, but I'm going to call him here around 8 o'clock to see if he can watch Mr. Mays while I take her to the doctor. So it's just easier with just taking one instead of two, especially if that one I am taking's getting a needle, you know what I mean? He doesn't need to see that. Anyways, I want a coffee so bad, but I still have all the babies to get up. I still need to get my teenager and give him a poke, and my husband's here bustling around trying to get out the door. So yeah, coffee's just gonna have to be put on hold for a few minutes. Well, more than a few minutes, for a little while. Alright guys, we're on our way out the door. It's about 8:42. Goodness sakes. There. The appointment is for 9. So we need to get a boogie in. Ooh, it's cold out. Alright, I dropped my teenager off in Mays at my dad's, at Papa's house. And now we're at the, well, we don't have a doctor, we have a nurse practitioner. So now the fun begins, huh? Alright, I have one of those little fold-out strollers that will fit any car seat. I've had it for years and it certainly comes in handy. Oh, we just had the examination, so the fun's about to begin. Right, baby? Alright, needle's all done. We're just jamming to some Raffy, of course, but I'm stopping to Bethany Bin. It's like a thrift store here in town. And Messiah likes to listen to a radio when she goes to bed, but her radio for some reason wasn't, like, the button got stuck and it's not working properly. And I brought an old radio that I had up in the attic down, but I had a jimmy rig it with iron coat hanger, you know, one of those coat hangers, like for an antenna. So I just thought I'd check here to see if they have something a little more easier to manage. And yeah, I'm sure it'll be at a good price if they have one. There it is right there. Well, I'm at Dad's now. I got an awesome radio. I can't wait to show you guys, but I need to get Mr. Mays. See how he made out. Hi. Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. Someone's in the kitchen, I know. Ho, ho, ho. Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. Strumming on the old banjo and singing fee-fi, fiddly-I-o. Fee-fi, fiddly-I-o. Oh, oh, oh. Fee-fi, fiddly-I-o. Strumming on the old banjo. Okay, we're home now. Mays is coughing up a storm. He woke up with this constant cough, like he doesn't have a fever or anything, but cough, 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 cough. So we just got home and I'm giving him a popsicle. So hopefully that'll soothe this throat a little bit. We'll see. I'll show you that radio in a second. I love it. All right, before I make my morning coffee, what time is it actually, just so we have a time check on this? It's 10:45 in the morning. This was Messiah's radio she had in her room before, and she got the button stuck, and then when I tried to unstuck it, it fell all the way in, and I can't seem to get it back out. She got this lovely one from her Aunt Marcia for her birthday, so I don't know, we'll see if we can do something with it. But this is the one I got. They only had one radio there, and they were listening to music, but they had a sticker on it for $5. And I said, is the one, you know, that you guys are listening to radio still, you know, for sale? Can I buy it? She's like, yeah, you just need to unplug it. And I did. But how retro cool is this? Personally, I would love this one just as a decoration, but has the dials, and look at the antenna. It's perfect for here because it's hard to get reception in her room. It really is, just where we're located. It's so hilly and everything like that. But this one can go all over the place. Like, it has a nice long string and everything. I've never seen a radio like that before, and a long cord in the back. So how cool is that? $5, and they had it blaring. It was clear as a bell. Now I'll put it upstairs today and see if I can get it working as good, but I'm pumped. I think she'll be excited too. She still wants to keep this one just because the little bedposts light up and stuff. I said, well, we'll see. We'll see. I don't want her cluttering up her room with junk, but we'll see. For a little while. If she uses it, you know, for her setup, then fine. If it's just, you know, collecting dust and it's, you know, shoved down under her bed, well, then it's history. But she did get a lot of use out of it, for sure. I just wanted to show you guys, I still haven't had my coffee. This is where I had to put the radio I set up from the attic last night. It doesn't have an antenna on it. It's balancing over here on a funny angle with the coat hanger on it. Yeah, and it works, but it's still kind of staticky. So fingers crossed, guys, that this one works. The new one works. Clear as a bell. This would work even better than that Hello Kitty one. It worked better even than the Hello Kitty one. I don't know if you heard me, but I just turned it down.
Tickets on sale Friday, March 24th.
Cool. All right, I really need to have my coffee and stop doing stuff. But I'm gonna get this started. And yeah, one thing off my list. Well, it's only lunchtime, but I think I'm gonna start working on supper now, so I won't have to do so much after. I'm gonna peel some potatoes, and I'm gonna start frying up the steak. My husband brought this home last night. It's $12.77, but it's a big old steak. I think it's folded under or something. Like, it's really thick. And I'll just cut it up in different pieces. We'll have some potatoes and vegetables and pickles, and yeah, it's gonna be good, I think. Also, when I stopped at my dad's, I got a card, so we're gonna open that after. And he told me there's a big storm coming tonight, so he doesn't think there'll be school tomorrow. I said, oh, thanks, Dad, but thanks for telling me. So I don't know. I don't know what the weather's gonna be, how much snow we're gonna get, or anything like that, but got my bank card out of my boob. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna haul out the frying pan and we'll start to sizzle. Alright, I just came up from the basement and shut this door because the steak's almost done. I moved it all over into one pan, but I got 2 things of carrots because I'm going to make a big pot of carrots. I think I'm going to heat them up in a pot and then mash them. Add a little, maybe a teaspoon of sugar in there and some butter and salt and pepper. It'll be good. A big jar of bread and butter pickles. I made this past fall. A can of corn. A can of garden fresh beans we canned this past fall. This is some of my peas I had canned a while back, not just recently. And I brought up 2 home canned things of mushrooms. I'm gonna fry up those 2 onions I cut up with some mushrooms. I'm gonna empty these and rinse them. and to go along with that steak. And then we'll have the mashed potatoes. All of these vegetables are cooked. I just need to heat them up. That's it. So that's the good thing about canning your own food. If the power goes out, you just need to light a fire or whatever, or you could eat it raw, or, you know, right out of the jar. But yeah, it's all good. So yes, I added a little water in that pan with the rest of that steak just a few minutes ago and put the cover on it just to sweat out. A couple of those pieces were super thick. Like I said, I thought it was folded under, but they're just super thick pieces. So yes, that's what that's all about. I'm going to throw those onions and mushrooms in here. Just get a little bit of this drippings. And I didn't clean this pan out that I fried the steak in because there's little bits of, you know, beef in there. So I'm going to strain those mushrooms first. I'll be right back. Alright, I have them all strained, the mushrooms that is. And I turned the pan on high for now. I just sliced it up in slices. I don't know if that's julienne or what, I forget now. I used to know all that stuff. When I was beginning to cook, I was learning all this different things. Now I just do what I do. There's nothing like some good cooked onion. I love it. Fry that up with a little salt and pepper, and you could eat or I could eat a whole plate of it. But I'm going to do the mushrooms and the onions all together just to save time and energy. I could do it separately, but I'm not. And those I canned up. I forget when it was. I have a video on those. I have a video on all my canned stuff. So if I think of it, I'll put those links down to all my canned videos that we're eating tonight. If you're interested, just something to watch. But I bought these mushrooms 50% off, like on clearance. And yeah, it's a great way to dehydrate vegetables and stuff because it's still very good. As long as you catch it and freeze it or can it or dehydrate it, it's all good. It's all good. So I have it on high now. I'm going to turn it down between 7 and 8 and let this just do its thing for about 20 minutes. And the mushrooms, I don't think the mushrooms will go down anymore because they've already been cooked in the canner. But the onions will. The onions will. And that on top of steak with creamy mashed potatoes, kind of sweet carrots, some yummy bread and butter pickles, greens, corn, and beans. Superb. I'm just taking a break. I'm playing the DS for Mosiah because if she has a good day at school, she gets to beat 2 levels on DS. And she gets frustrated if she has to keep doing levels over and over again. Like ones that she's already beaten. May, stop. And we're at the very last castle, so I'm going to beat it for her, and then she can go back and do those levels, because between castles, if you know what I'm talking about, between castles, if you lose all of your lives, you have to go way back to the beginning of level 8, you know, game 8 kind of thing. So, wish me luck, guys. Okay, what I thought was the very last castle, they tricked us, and it's not. So, yeah, but at least you'll be able to do a few levels without having to start way back at the beginning. Right, Maze?
Right.
Right.
I don't want to see it if you don't want to move.
Yeah, you'll be able to watch it when Zaya gets home from school. Okay? Alright, that's about as much as I'm going to do the mushrooms and onions. Nothing pretty to look at, but it goes really well with some steak and stuff like that. So, yeah. Now I can wash these pans now, and I won't have to worry about it at supper time. And it's only $12.54. There we have it. I'm just going to cover this with foil, but the steak, mushrooms and onions, and I'll get the girls to heat up those veggies when it's supper time. I'll just need to boil that pot of potatoes. I'll turn that on around 4 o'clock. We usually eat supper around 5, guys. That's our general supper time. And yeah, it'll be good to go, good to go. So yeah, I'm just going to wash up these pans, and then I think I'm going to take a little break. I just thought I'd show you guys my little baby boy. He likes his sandwiches cut in 3. He's having a jam sandwich now. That's what he asked for. My home canned jelly sandwich, I should say. But he doesn't want to cut in 2. He doesn't want to cut in 4. Like, you know, he wants it cut in 3. So that's what I do. Is that what you want, Bob?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. We're kind of oddballs in this neck of the woods, I think. But I like it that way. Alright guys, it's 4 o'clock. Do you ever have days when your kids drive you absolutely bananas? Well, that was this afternoon. Well, since they got home from school, fight, and just... I was laying on the couch trying to just rest a little bit. I'd have to do that throughout the day. And I swear, I can't get 5 minutes without one of them coming to ask a question, or can I do this, or so-and-so did this, or I hear them out in another room fighting, and I'm just like, ah. Anyways, it's 4 o'clock. I'm gonna make supper. Maybe everybody will be in a better mood when they got their bellies full. We'll see. I just turned the potatoes on. And I just emptied those carrots in there. I'm going to put a big dollop of butter in there and just warm that up. And then when they warm up, I'll mash them a bit with just a pinch of sugar. You don't need very much. And it's tasty. It's tasty. So I'll show you what that looks like when it's all done. All right, here it goes. The steak and mushrooms and onions, the whipped potatoes, the canned corn, carrots, canned beans and corn and peas, and bread and butter pickles. So I'm going to start getting plates together. Maze, Mosiah, Misha. Not too bad, huh? There it is. My husband's plate when he gets home. I didn't put well, Mosiah came back and got mushrooms and onions on her meat. I forgot to put it on hers, but I know he'll want some for sure. Alright guys, everybody's had supper or finishing supper, so hopefully when I get back everything will be a little more settled. It's not crazy now, but just, oh my goodness, just bananas. I actually had to go put myself on timeout, honestly. I had to shut the potatoes off and put myself in timeout, and all I did was just go walk around the house a little bit. And then went back in and turned the potatoes back on, and it was fine. I don't get like that very often, but I was just, oh my goodness, couldn't escape it. But it's better than, you know, really freaking out or anything like that. So, yeah. God. So let's go get another little one, and it's only about 15 minutes away. And then come back and clean up the supper mess. Oh joy, oh bliss. Alright guys, I'm just in the house making myself a cup of tea, but I'm going to bring you guys outside and we're going to open this piece of mail because it's an outside kind of day. Hopefully it doesn't get very windy and you'll be able to hear me, but I'll be right back. Okay guys, let me see if I can get you situated right. I got one of my husband's winter jackets on. I'm at those little kid picnic tables out front of the house. Yeah, I think just a bit of fresh air is what I needed. It's cold out. I think it's like +2, but it's not as cold as it was this morning. Anyways, I just want to show you this teacup. That's the Nova Scotia tartan right there. I'm not sure if it matches that Nova Scotian teapot that I bought a few videos back, but yeah, that's her. And here's the saucer, Royal Albert Bone China, England, Nova Scotia tartan. The kids don't know where I am. My husband's in there though, but oh, I don't know if my neighbors are watching me, but if they are, they probably already think I'm crazy, so it's not going to hurt anything, right? But I got a letter. Well, I was at Dad's. He had a letter there for me. It says JMW from Otter Springs, Florida. So, yes, Florida. I bet you it's nice and warm there. I don't know. Does it get very cold in Florida? I really have no idea. I always think of it as being like a super hot place, but I don't know. Everybody thinks that Canada's constantly full of snow, and it's not, but, you know, just the misconceptions. Hopefully the wind isn't picking up. If you guys can hear me clear or not. I don't want to scream, because then I will draw attention. But let's open this letter, this card together. I should have worn some gloves. I just washed some dishes. I would have done it in there too, but oh, I think there's something in it. I better be careful. I don't want anything to fly away. Oh, I love the card. Oh, there is little things in here. Oh, let me grab them so they don't fly away. Oh, my goodness. Oh, this is a beautiful card. Let me see who it's from. Come on. Marie. Oh, that's my middle name, Tracey Marie. Excellent. Thank you so much, Marie. What a beautiful, beautiful card, and perfect timing. T. Look at that, guys. Perfect. There's a nice long letter in here. You're on my list to write back. Yes, I know I'm a slowpoke, but I will get to you. I'm going to read this evening after I get all those monsters in there to bed. But look what she gave me, guys. Look what she gave me. Peace, love, and happiness. Bye, guys. I'm going to keep this for sure. I might hang it on the fridge. I might hang it on one of those clotheslines. I might put it in a little frame. Beautiful. And a day I need my mom is a day today. She also put, here's the nice long, she wrote the whole card even on the back. Let me have another sip of tea to warm my fingers. Oh, that's good. Little like tags of Paris, and one is, oh, what is it? Oh gosh, I can't even attempt to image de France, but oh, I don't want it to fly away. I'll take up closer pictures because I don't know how much the camera will be. The Eiffel Tower. For those that are new, there's a few videos back, I can't remember when, but I'm going to France in October. So I'm not a big traveler. So it's a really big deal for me. Well, it's really my son's trip, but myself and my sister-in-law are going along with him. So I feel like it's my trip, but it's really his trip, but we're all going together. Oh. These must be different places I can see in France. The Notre Dame, I always think of the Hunchback. I don't know how to say these. There's French on them. I have to get my kids to read it because they know French. I don't. They all know French except me. And then one that says Paris. Thank you so much. Thank you. I needed a little pick-me-up today, and this is just what I needed. I love that picture, that photograph. I love it. Love it. Yeah. Hopefully it's not too dark either. I know it's not the greatest lighting, but it is almost 7 o'clock. But no, it hasn't been a bad day. I mean, I did get quite a few things done. I got supper made. Everybody's fed. Everybody's washed. Poor little baby Miss Muffet had to get a couple pokes today, but that's all that that goes with the show of being a baby. And I've had to do that for my own 6 children. I've had to do that for many, 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 many more children that have been in my home. And it never gets any easier, but you just go with it and do it. My husband's in there on the kitchen table with his laptop doing some sort of something. He would have moved if I asked him, but I just thought, let's go outside for a minute. I don't know if you can see our van and car and truck, but they're back there. But I think I'll cut it off here. I don't know how long this video will be, but let me finish this cup of tea first. Yeah, isn't that such a pretty cup? I've been saving this one for a long time. It was the first Nova Scotian teacup I have seen, and I've had it for probably 8 months, and I've never used it. But it was the first one that I gravitated to in my cabinet, and I'm like, yeah, it's a Nova Scotia, spring now. And my first teacup chat outside, I'm using my Nova Scotian teacup. Even though I'm looking a little rough, rugged, and raw right now, I know I am. Yeah. Well, I think I might fill the bathtub about halfway tonight just in case it does storm and the power goes out. I'm always worried about that. That's my big thing. But, hi! And you know what I'm doing? Yeah. Oh! You watch my videos sometimes? I do sometimes. Oh, I'm just doing one of my teacup chats. So, you'll see it tonight if you're online. That's one of my good neighbor friends behind me. So if you're watching, Flora, hi. But no, it's been a good day. But she's just going for a walk. Anyways, peace, love, and happiness today and every single day. Please like, share, and subscribe if you so choose. But if not, that's okay. I love you anyways. But yeah, I just need a little breather, and I wanted to bring you guys along with me. So. Alright guys, well you have a good evening. One more swig. All gone. I could read my tea leaves. Fortune in there. If I knew how to do it. Alright guys, well I'm gonna go in. My fingers are cold. My tea was cold. That cooled off that fast, but anyways, I'll check back tomorrow, so swing on by if you want. I'll put the kettle on again. Alright guys, see ya. Bye. Boink.